Welcome back again, YouTubers. It's me again, your diagnostic guy. Here we are. We have this 2003 Jeep Grand Cherokee 4.0 liter. I had this short to ground. No, yeah, short to ground problem that's going on. As you can see, the ignition is on right now, and I'm watching this transmission relay and see how it switch on and off. And this test light is connected to this injector power wire, and every time I play with it, see that? And the most interesting part is this wire where I'm connected is not supposed to be grounded. The fuse for the injector keeps popping, and that's because of this wire is getting shorted. I will show you my wiring diagram. Alright, let's go look at the, oh, there it is. So there's the wiring diagram. Let me put it sideways for you so you get to see. So these are my injectors. All of them points or splices are connected to S109, and I checked that bundle and I checked that splice. I don't see anything grounded to that area. So following that to there, that's number 8. So there's your number 8. Following it, and there you go, to that fuse. So that fuse keeps blowing, that 15 amp fuse. So I did a voltage drop when if the car is running, because sometimes it's intermittent. Sometimes it'll blow, sometimes it won't. But this time I caught it. I don't want to start the car because it's sometimes it's really acting funny, and sometimes it'll just work and not do any malfunction. So anyway, I did a voltage drop in here when the car is running, and I'm not getting anything when it's running. The readings on my voltmeter is what it's supposed to be. So if the car is just turned on, the injectors, of course, injectors are not spraying, and everything is fine. So following this wire from the injector, so that's the dark green light green wire, going to dark green light green, another wire going here to number 6, and then the other one is spliced on this one. It's 128, splice 128, and from there on it goes to the automatic shutdown relay, and then the other one to the capacitor, going back here number 3, and that 3 leads us to the spark plugs or coils. It leads us to the coils. So when the car is running, I crank the engine. If I catch the fuse blowing, I crank the engine, disconnect the coils. It will still get shorted. So the only thing I could think of is this. And like I said, that dark green power wire is powered because it goes to the fuse and to the relay right here, which in turn that is another fuse for that ASD relay. That fuse doesn't pop, just this fuse. As soon as this gets powered, and then it goes boop, pop. Now the other thing is the transmission relay is switching on and off, which is it's not supposed to switch on and off like that. So something tells me that something else is causing that problem. So tracing this wire number 6, I was, it was really dirty, and ugly when I'm chasing all these wires, because it's really hard to diagnose when you have something intermittent, and then sometimes it'll work and sometimes it won't. It will, and then sometimes it won't work. So chasing number 6 right there, number 6 leads me to the PCM ASD relay out, orange white wire, and that's connection number 3. There you go. Connection number 3. No, wait a minute, it's not orange white, it's dark green light green wire. So dark green light green wire, as it says there, dark green light green wire. There you go. So chasing it to the ASD relay out, so output. So this is the computer. This computer is what you call this, is responsible for that signal. See, for that relay out. Number 6, going back there to that fuse. See, there. This guy is, I believe, is shorted somewhere here. So I was chasing it, and then until I get to that point where the wire is on the computer, and if I cut this wire and my test lights remains on, it means somewhere in there is grounded. But if I cut this wire and it turns off, and the relay for the transmission stops working, and that means something in here is causing the problem. By the way, this car also stopped charging when all these things happens. And looking at this transmission relay solenoid or control relay, there you go. So this thing gets powered, gets energized, and switch the transmission relay on, and this is connected to our generator, our starter, our alternator, this white dark blue wire. Yep, that is, which is connected to that 21 and 22. So if we follow 21 and 22 right there, 21 and 22 becomes 8 and 9, going to that last page, and then our 8 and 9 right there. See, oh, there's a split, goes up and goes down. This one goes to the connector C3 right there, connector number 3 to the PCM, and the other one goes to leak detection pump. Oh yeah, by the way, another one, this guy also is getting powered. This also is on. So something really is going on with that wire to that relay. So that's one more confusing part. Why is this getting powered? And so if we go back to that page where I told you that, there you go, that dark green light green wire output, ASD relay output, if I disconnected that, watch what happens. So right now our test light is on. Fuse hasn't blown yet. This is the dark green light green wire. If I disconnect this, boop, the transmission relay stops working and our test light goes out. So something in here to the computer is acting up, and if we put our power probe.
Is it local at Macy's, the gift destination?
Let's talk about Anna.
This is what we get. Ground. Like I said, I'm not supposed to get ground in here. Alright, because from here it's gonna be power to the from the relay. Will power up the injectors, so the injectors work. But right now, you see that clearly is grounded, shorted. Now, where is it shorted? This, people, goes to the computer, PCM, the PCM. That's the PCM. So I think I'm gonna call it PCM, but I'm gonna keep you updated and see what happens after I replace it, and hopefully